Hello, I'm Jamil Davis, and today I'll be talking about human trafficking with my group, Dorian and Miranda. Human trafficking is something serious that happens in a day-to-day life basis. Millions of people get human trafficked every year, and it could even be the ones close to you. I have a story today about a guy named Jose Alfaro, who was human trafficked as a kid. Jose grew up in a rough household where he got kicked out of his house at the age of 15, and he didn't know where to go pretty much because he was still a minor. So there was a 30-year-old man who pretty much gained his trust. He kept talking to Jose, trying to get him to trust him to lure him into his house. And Jose was young at the time, so he of course fell for the man's wisdom, words of wisdom. So as time grew on, the man was human trafficking Jose without him even knowing. He was bringing other people around to have sex with Jose pretty much, and they were paying him for it. And Jose didn't even notice until he grew older. Then Jose, as he grew up, he wanted to leave the house, and he couldn't, but because the man didn't want to let him leave because he was making money off of him. Jose finally built the courage one day to run away when the man was out, and he still lives to this day telling people about his story. That shows that how powerful human trafficking is, and it can happen anywhere. People don't even know what Jose was going through as it was happening, and he had neighbors and lived in a nice neighborhood as it happened. Today I will be explaining what my group will be presenting. Miranda will be presenting today the Refuge of Light charity, and this charity is beautiful. It helps people that were human trafficked find houses, find clothes, find stuff to just build them back up. Because this helps people in general that were going through stuff like human trafficking. And the Refuge of Light charity also helps the authority that's trying to help the people that's getting human trafficked. And if you donate to this charity, it will really be appreciated. And also we have Dorian. Dorian will be telling us about the Sound of Freedom charity. And the Sound of Freedom charity is relatively the same thing as the light Refuge of Light. It helps the ones that are needed, or the ones that really need help. It helps the ones that are going through things, and this is a big help for a lot of people in the human trafficking business. And a lot of people in the human trafficking business think this is okay because they're making money off of other people, but the whole time this is slavery going on that we don't know. And people got have their freedom taken away as a kid because of these evil people. So what our whole group will be talking about is how human trafficking needs to be stopped and what can we do to stop it, because this is a serious matter. Human trafficking should not be allowed in this earth. And millions of people just sit here and just walk around not doing nothing about it. Where you can donate to charities like the Sound of Freedom and the Refuge of Light charities to help people that are getting trafficked. Imagine if it was someone that you love, your family member, anything getting human trafficked. You would do anything in the world for them to come back. Hello, my name is Jamil Davis, and I'll be going over human trafficking with my group, Miranda and Dorian. Did you know millions of people get human trafficked every year? And it could even be the ones close to you. I have a story today about Jose Alfaro, who was human trafficked as a kid. Jose Alfaro grew up with a rough life. In a rough life, he was kicked out the house at 16, and Let's go.
How many stories have you heard about children going missing? In most cases, the children just get lost or they run away for a little bit. I've done extensive research on this topic, and I have found that a very sad reason why this is happening is because children are getting kidnapped for human trafficking. Any logical person right now would be thinking, what can I do to help? Or what is being done to help? Today, we'll be talking about the Sound of Freedom Foundation, which is an outlet that people like you can use to help combat child sex trafficking. We will be talking about this foundation by discussing its history, its present programs, and how you can get involved. This foundation was created in 2023 after the movie Sound of Freedom was created. The producer of the movie, Alejandro Monteverde, created the movie about a hero who was helping fight against child sex traffickers. He wanted to bring this heroism into the real world by making a foundation that combats against human sex trafficking. Now that we've talked about the history, let's explore the present programs. This foundation has 5 key strategies that they use in order to fight against child sex trafficking. These 5 strategies include prevention by aiding economically struggling areas which are mainly targeted by child sex traffickers, by intervening with rescuing and fighting against the traffickers, by educating parents on what to look for and maybe if they're being targeted, by informing the media and displaying how big of a problem this really is, with reform and trying to gain legal support to create laws on how to combat this. These are the 5 key strategies that this foundation uses to fight against child sex trafficking. Now that we've discussed the present programs, let's talk about how you can get involved. How you can get involved is by going to the website soundoffreedom.org, and there's a lot of buttons that say donate now. Once you click on these buttons, you can either make one payment or set up a monthly or yearly plan. Also, if you would like to speak to an agent directly, it provides a number that you can call with several buildings and places around the country. Today, we've examined the Sound of Freedom Foundation, which is a foundation combating against child sex trafficking. We've talked about this foundation by discussing the history, the present programs, and how you can help. Child sex trafficking is a major problem that isn't talked about enough. It's very sinister and it needs to be stopped. People like you can help. Now, I'll be introducing my buddy Jamil Davis to end this presentation.
In this whole speech will just tell you about human trafficking, and we should all just take a stand for helping people that are being trafficked today. So human trafficking is very important, and we need to take a stand as a whole community. So next we'll have Miranda. She will just be telling us about the Refuge of Light and what we need to do as a group to just to help human trafficking, people getting trafficked, and things of that nature. Thank you.